Nobody asked for this. I've been listening all morning to the new Death Cab for Cutie album. I ranked every song and wrote down my initial reactions to every song. I thought about doing it in the order of which I don't like the songs to like my favorite song. And I thought that was too confusing, so I'm literally just gonna walk through the album. First song on the album, I Don't Know How to Survive. They already knew I was listening. They knew. This song, number 2 on my list. Number 2 overall on the album. Reminds me of Narrow Stairs, but a little more poppy. A little more... Next. Are you kidding me? It's so good! Roman Candles. Why the album wasn't named after this song, I will never understand. This is the best song on the album. This is number 1 on my list. It took me a minute to get into, I won't lie. This was one of the early release songs, and it took me a minute. That took me a minute to get past. Ascending guitar, I was like, whoa. But once I got past it, favorite song. Number 1 on my list. Number 1 on my list. Third song on the album, Asphalt Meadows. This might be a hot take. It's my least favorite song on the album. It wasn't doing it for me. I tried. I was like, okay, they named the album after the song. I should try. I tried. It wasn't doing it for me. Honestly, I was still singing Roman Candles in my head when this song started playing as I was listening through it, if that gives you any indication of how good Roman Candles is and how frequently it ping-pongs around in my brain. Asphalt Meadows is last on my list. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Next, Rand McNally. I will say I was frustrated about this song because they also did an early release for this, but you had to like physically go to a location in which you'd seen them live. I haven't seen them in my hometown, so having to like go somewhere didn't work out for me, so I was a little frustrated that I couldn't listen to the song. It's one of my favorite choruses. I obviously, Roman Candles, I'm still obsessed. It you know? Rand was number 9 on my list out of 11, with Asphalt Meadows still being last place. Here to Forever. This is a good one. I like Here to Forever. Here to Forever was number 3 overall from this album. It's so catchy. It's existential. And honestly, I have prayed for Ben. It could not be him and actually his thoughts as he's writing this song. But for me, I was like, oh, I too want you to feel God. This song is this is like the song you put on a road trip and you like dance to. It's just so good. Number 3 on my list, so good. We'll say, listening to the song, they're really feeling a theme here of like repeating the last line of a verse again. Instead of writing another line, let's just sing the last line of the verse again. And I'm not mad about it. I just noticed it too many times, I think, in this album, but I'm not gonna complain. It's new music. Next up, Foxglove Through the Clear Cut. This had to grow on me because it's novel for them. It's not like a normal song. He talks through it. At first I was like, do I like this? And it's number 4 on my list. It's so good. It's so good. It had to grow on me, but it's so good. The instrumentals are giving transatlanticism, but a little brighter. And the outro instrumental of this song is literally my favorite one on the entire album. It's just so good. So good. Next up is Pepper. This was number 7 on my list. I like that it's acoustic driven. I can appreciate a good acoustic driven song. It's an emo love song, but honestly, I'm here for it. Next up, I Miss Strangers. This was 10 on my list. This was just slightly above Asphalt Meadows. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm in love. Or I wasn't like, wow, I like this less than Asphalt Meadows. Like, it was just okay to me. Next up is Wheat Like Waves. This was number 6 on my list. It's Giving Kintsugi and Thank You for Today. Mostly thank you for today. I thought it ends too soon. Like, I wish the song itself would have been longer. It's a really good, like, chill vibe song. Also, he has a lyric that says tattoos like the stamps upon your passport. What a good lyric. I was like, she's traveled, she has tattoos. What a dream for me to be also that way. So this was good. We Like Waves, number 6 on my list. Next up is Fragments from the Decade. Another slow jam. I'm not mad about it. The instrumental is like living in my head rent free. I thought it was really, really good. But it's 8 on my list, just above Rand McNally and Beneath Pepper. So, you guys ready for this one? I'm not. I'll Never Give Up on You. This is number 5 on my list. This is so good. Cue immediate headbanging when that groove comes in. I'm like, yeah. It's so good. It's also giving Kintsugi to me. I loved it. The outro is like funky in a good way. That's it. That's the whole album, 1 through 11, ranked with Roman Candles being the absolute, you cannot argue with me, number 1 song on this album. It is so good. If you need me, you know where to find me. I will be listening to Roman Candles non-stop for at least the next week. Until I hate it. I don't think I will though. Like Roman candles. Don't ask. I don't have an answer. Am I in focus? Thanks.